Welcome back. Today it's a video from Nuke's top 5 scary videos to make you scream like a little baby. We'll see. Let's see if people do what I would do and get the fuck out of the house. Let's crack on.
Unfortunately, it was posted to the internet without. This next video was sent in by a Nuke's Top 5 viewer, but unfortunately it was posted to the internet without a source. So the story goes that a woman claimed to have a doll that was haunted, and she said that she would often catch it moving all on its own.
That moves by
After being
itself.
asked
It's
repeatedly
pretty
by
original.
viewers, she decided to point a camera at the doll and live stream the entire thing. Around an hour in, with skeptical viewers watching closely, there was a bit of movement.
I mean, if there's no source, then someone doesn't want the credit. So it might be real, maybe. We'll see.
Watch closely.
I will. Yep, got the red LEDs in the dark in the corner. Why would you have the red LEDs? Fuck's that? Trust me, got some big rat style. You got them demons. That demon doll in your yard. Virgin. See, people like me, people that I know, we'd see this and we'd get that shit out of the house. That's the house. The house is like this demon out of there. Started throwing shit out of it.
Now, the doll doesn't actually move, but the items surrounding it in the storage closet fly violently across the room, and even on top of the doll. Viewers have speculated that because the doll was buried in the debris, that the woman's doll isn't even actually haunted, but perhaps her house is.
Trust me.
However, others claim that the supernatural activity is centered around the doll, and some even claim that they saw the doll move in the video before everything came crashing down. But without a source, we'll never know.
Everything else.
So, what do you think? A hug goodbye.
Okay,
a woman who calls herself Sissy says that her husband passed away 8 months ago under very sudden and unexpected. She says that her husband passed away 8 months ago under very sudden and unexpected circumstances. One day, as Sissy and her son Clarence are walking out of their front door, their Ring camera records something very strange.
I feel like Ring cameras are the most reliable because it's just there, you know.
Can I go, Grandma's? Come on. Let's go.
I like what you.
She's got kind of so sad. Yeah.
I'm just hugging me. Say hugging me.
Oh, wait.
What?
No. Okay. Oop, come on, Clarence. I think my mom's got one. Okay.
What, Daddy?
I'm just bite Daddy. That is sad.
What'd you say, bud? Did you say bye to?
I said bye. I said bye, Daddy.
Oh, okay.
Now, Sissy posted the video because she thought it was just a little odd and kinda cute that her son was talking to his dad who passed away. She made no claims that the clip was paranormal, but when she posted the video online, viewers began to point out that there also seemed to be a strange voice in the clip. A voice that they thought might actually be the little boy's father, communicating from beyond. Now, I'll enhance the audio and listen carefully just as little Clarence walks out of the door.
Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
I'm just hugging me.
A quiet voice seems to whisper, "Honey," and the boy seems to
I
look
mean,
around.
the subtitle, you could put anything there. You could have said money.
Even stranger, he seems to
you would
think
have
that
heard
it's
it.
the voice
But,
of his deceased father, and actually walks over
It's not
as
really
if his dad is
scary.
standing
It's more
nearby
sweet and
on the
sad, I
porch.
guess. But
The little boy says,
Fair
"Daddy's
enough.
hugging me," And again, a strange, quiet voice seems to whisper back.
Oh wait, no.
Oh, damn.
Okay. Oop, come on, Clarence. I don't. Oh wait, no. Okay. Oop, come on, Clarence.
So did little Clarence actually encounter the spirit of his deceased dad, saying hello and giving him a quick hug? Clarence seems to think so, but as usual, you decide.
Clarence is a name though.
Which board?
I never heard someone
A woman
called
is doing a
Clarence.
solo investigation of a haunted house and is using a Ouija board to contact a spirit named Brenda that she believes inhabits the home.
If you mess about with a Ouija board, you deserve whatever you're gonna get. Like, honestly, like, I acting like you haven't seen Paranormal Activity before. Like, when you see inviting that shit into your house, into your life, like, there's no good that will come from that. I don't believe in ghosts. Like, I'm a skeptic. I believe they could exist, but I ain't gonna tempt fate. I ain't gonna bring a scary looking doll into my house. I ain't gonna fuck about with a Ouija board because why?
But as she conducts her Ouija board session, she begins to suspect that she might be in contact with something much more sinister.
Yeah, well, that's
Am
what
I
you want to
hearing
do.
this? Or am I speaking with the devil right now through this Ouija board? It is not Brenda. You've just said it's Brenda. It's not Brenda, is it? Oh my god.
Gasp.
I'm trying to take deep breaths. Who am I communicating? I'm losing my. Who am I communicating with through this board?
Bloody nose blurred.
My nose is bleeding right now. Oh my god. The demon it's trying to say. I know I've got no tissue, but my nose is bleeding right now.
You better drink some more.
Oh my god, right, that's it. I'm done. I'm off. I'm sorry, guys.
She hears a strange sound from the floor
Say,
above her,
oh
and
my
her
God.
nose starts
God,
to bleed.
if you're doing
But
Ouija
still,
boards,
she
just
decides to
God's not on
continue
your
her
side.
session. Suddenly, the
Boy.
Ouija board flies off the table, and finally, she decides that she has had about enough.
Yeah, but
And
you got
she
what you
just gets
wanted.
out of there.
Yeah.
A guy named
Is that
Angelo
it?
decides to camp in a forest that is said to be haunted. He's a bit unnerved by the spooky surroundings, but nevertheless, he decides to try to contact any nearby spirits with a Ouija board. As you might expect, it did not go well.
Yeah, I bet. But that's what he wanted.
Just heard something move outside the
By
town.
yourself as well. See, I don't know if you're brave or you're dumb, because I would never do
Can you
that. You
end
can
the
pay me
session
to.
for a second, okay? I'm
Like,
closing
let
off
alone
the
doing a
session.
Ouija board, but by myself, in a tent, in a woods at night with the Blair Witch. He's like, well, we got a knife.
I don't see anything. Well, that was weird.
That's the
It
weirdest thing
literally
happening where you
walked
are
as
right
if
now.
it walked. It literally sounded as if...
Stacy.
Oh,
What the was that?
Stacy. Demon coming to your tent.
Nope, no. That's... I don't know what the hell that was.
It's what you
I don't know
wanted.
if I want to know what the hell that was. What do I do? Honestly, I think I should probably leave. Yeah, let's...
Shouldn't have gone in the first place.
I
Should have.
think I'm gonna do that.
Angelo begins to freak out from the strange sounds that seem to surround his tent and decides it's time to leave.
I'd be
Okay.
off. Yeah, fuck
Okay,
this
exit
tent.
is just
Fuck
down
this
that way.
Ouija board. I'm gone.
Oh, that was a really bad idea. Okay. I just heard something. Something made a sound in my ear. What the what the what the
See, and that's
What
the
the
worst
was
thing.
that?
When you're running in the dark, it
Nope.
feels like
Nope.
there's something
Nope.
chasing
Let's just
you.
go. Just go. There's the exit.
A guy named Brendan Castagnon says that he used a Ouija board in his house, but didn't sign off properly.
What's his name?
Nope. Let's just go. There's the exit.
A guy named Brendan Castagnon says that he used a Ouija board in his house, but didn't sign off properly at the end of the session. He claims that after this, he began to experience strange paranormal incidents in his home. One night, he awakens to the sound of something moving around in the other room. He grabs his phone and starts to record.
This whole compilation seems just to be of people. Seems to be of people doing Ouija boards and getting the results they wanted and not being happy with it. What is that? Bring that back. Ghost child in the house.
A strange pale face seems to peek around the corner, but when Brendan approaches, there's nothing there. Now terrified, he tries to retreat back to his room, but the door slams shut right in front of him. Brendan Castagnon says that after this incident, he never used the Ouija board again, and thankfully, the supernatural incidents in his home have slowly stopped occurring.
Yeah, because he was fucking about with Ouija boards after that.
A guy who calls himself Native Penguin was doing some urban exploring on the grounds of the Cherokee Heritage Center in Park Hill, Oklahoma. A collection of old buildings were built on the site of the former Cherokee Female Seminary, a boarding school for girls that burnt to the ground in 1887. Suddenly, Native Penguin starts to hear something very strange.
Am I tripping or is there something going on in here?
The face comes out of nowhere and just goes.
After moving to Indian Territory, Cherokee Nation set aside 1 acre of ground for each church congregation.
It's that speaker.
Baptist.
Big ideas.
Dude, that's so creepy. Why is this?
Yeah, it could be worse. It could be nighttime.
Even though the center has been closed down for years, there's an odd recorded message playing inside one of the buildings. Native Penguin looks in the windows to try to figure out just what is going on. He captures something on camera that is truly bizarre.
That his
Okay.
online name, or is that his real name? It sounds like his name, American name. The face just is gonna come go.
At Mount Zion Church, where I pastor, we conduct our services in both languages, Cherokee and English. We have a completely Cherokee audience.
Some strange white apparition seems to glide by just behind the building's old wood stove and disappears. Now, some viewers say it looks like a girl in a white gown, but what do you see? Did Native Penguin capture the spirit of one of the girls from the old burned school that once stood here? You decide. Driven to the grave. A man named Mark DeFalco is on his daily walk around his neighborhood when he notices that a car has crashed through the fence of the local graveyard. He starts to film, and what he captures is absolutely unnerving.
Damn, man. People gotta learn to slow down. Lucky they didn't hit none of these tombstones. Real lucky. Hello? You alright?
I mean, they're probably grieving someone in the graveyard.
You okay? What the hell? What the fuck is going on here? There ain't nobody there.
What the fuck going on here?
Hello?
Mark hears creepy, unexplained sobbing as he approaches the car. But then it suddenly seems to just stop as he reaches the car.
Check the boot.
Now, Mark received multiple requests for a follow-up video to explain the situation. But Mark says that he didn't really understand what happened himself. But he did provide a pretty simple update.
Well, I finally got an update for you on that cemetery video.
What?
They fixed that fence.
Now, this video was filmed 3 years ago, and to this day, Mark claims that the video he captured is 100% real and that he can explain it. But let me know what you think.
It's probably someone over there crying because, you know, it's a
You
graveyard.
okay?
Saw you, saw him, and was like, oh, tone it down.
What the hell?
Intruders. A young woman named Jeanette moves into a new apartment. But not long after, as she is recording herself practicing a new dance routine, something happens that is truly terrifying.
Someone in the house.
Remember? With friends?
Oh, fuck that.
No, I don't.
This is a miracle. You better have a strap.
Please get out of my apartment. Please get out of my apartment.
Luckily, Jeanette escapes unharmed. She calls the police and they check her apartment, but the intruder is no longer there. Jeanette says that the man was never caught. But
The guy
it
living in
gets
the
even
walls, you gotta move
weirder,
out after that.
because after Jeanette uploaded the video of her frightening experience, observant viewers notice something very strange. As Jeanette is fleeing her apartment, something seems to open the door right in front of her, as if clearing her path so that she can get away.
Please get out of my apartment. Please get out of my apartment.
Jeanette says that she has no idea how this could have happened.
I don't know. I'm just as confused as you guys are. I have no idea what happened. This door is not the easiest to open, and this is why I think it's like a divine thing.
That's the scariest one. That's someone just in your house casually. Was that we're friends?
Yeah.
And then disappeared.
It's kind of
Nah, you
not
can't
easy. So it's not like just
That door
like the
looks
wind
flimsy as hell.
pushed it or anything. I think someone actually, or something. I don't know.
So
Jesus,
now let's cut
open that
ahead to
door.
a few days later. Jeanette and her friend are unboxing some of her
Oh, wait.
belongings as she
There's
continues
more.
to move into her new apartment. But her friend sees something that gives her the chills.
Well, you better have a strap on your waist at this point.
You saw a man in my bedroom?
He was right there between the green table and the bed, against the wall like this.
No.
Jeanette's friend says that she saw a man just standing in the bedroom, but now the man is gone. A few days later, and again Jeanette hears some strange noises from...
So first someone breaks into your house and is just there and then disappears. And then your friend sees someone in your house and you're still there. Move out the house. Ah. Let's see what happens next.
from somewhere in her apartment. What happens next is pure nightmare fuel.
Cat looks pissed. Cat already knows. Watch. Yep, Cat said, I'm gone. Have fun. Why you say get up and get your gun? See, if I lived in America, I'd have a gun. I'm just saying. Because everyone else does. I'm trying to have no random people come into my house. Is that a person in the window? Trust me, you gotta call that cat of noise. I mean, it's good that she's got pepper spray, but call the police, man. First of all, move out. Second of all, call the police. Why are you grabbing your phone? You're gonna record your death. You under the bed?
Jeanette considers running out the front door, but instead she rushes into her nearby bedroom and grabs her pepper spray. But as she turns around, her blood runs cold as she sees something slowly make a deep imprint on her mattress, almost as if some spirit actually sits down on her bed. As she runs out of the room in fear, she turns, and the imprint on the bed is gone. Jeanette says that she is now terrified of the weird things going on in her new apartment. She
It took 3 events for you to be terrified.
She can decide just what to do.
She got some good friends. But there ain't no way I'm gonna come into your house. You're gonna tell me, oh yeah, a random ghost appeared and disappeared. And then a guy appeared in my house and disappeared. She got some good friends. It couldn't be me. Yeah, you're by yourself. You better move out.
Black Mass.
Better get a super soaker and load that with holy water aside.
A young woman named Olivia Conkle says that some very strange things have
Olivia
been A young woman named Olivia Conkle says that some very strange things have been happening at the apartment that she shares with her boyfriend. Doors in the apartment often just open and close all on their own. One night, the couple returns home and sees something truly horrifying that seems to be staring out of their apartment window.
That's a classic ghost. Ghost in the sheet.
The couple looks around their apartment, but there's just nothing there.
We're about to go in. I don't think I've ever been more scared of my life.
Should call the police. Because, you know, assuming it's not a ghost, you think someone's broken into your house.
I don't even have any words.
But the paranormal activity in their home seems to be getting worse every day. One night, Olivia is all alone when this happens.
You won't catch me alone in my house after that. Trust me, the cat's gonna be gone. What?
So are Olivia and her boyfriend being haunted by some dark, shapeless thing that hides in the shadows?
I mean, it looks shaped in the window, but...
Scurry Videos. These are videos that are sort of in the scary video genre, but they're just kind of silly, and also they're all about doggies. So first up, a man is watching a horror movie when very strange things start to happen nearby.
Yes, it's good, because I'm here for my peace.
You're not sure how to film with your baby.
Bro, I'm literally watching a horror movie. What the hell?
Alright, so it was just an old dog trying to remove his diaper, but even that's a little bit scary. Poor doggy. Next, a man leads his little French bulldog back inside his apartment building, but someone has just set up a spooky Halloween decoration at the end of the hallway.
Dog's like, nope.
Dog looks back kind of like, nope, maybe you should go check that out alone. And this one, the caption says it all. If your dog is scared, you should be scared.
Trust me, if your dog's scared, you better call. Call your cat.
And finally, a woman introduces her new doll to her cute little pug named Ouiji.
Trust me. Dog's like, what are you doing? Nope. Why you gonna do a dog like that?
But can this little dog sense something about the doll that we can't? Nah, probably not. Anyway, thanks for watching. Maybe like and subscribe. And hopefully I'll see you next time.
Yeah. I mean, some of those were scary. Most of them, the Ouija board's just stupid. I don't know why people would even mess about with Ouija boards. It shouldn't take more than one thing happening in your house for you to get the fuck out. But yeah, that's it from me. I'm done.